Today is New Wheels Day for the 1-ton Tacoma.
Brought to you in part by Alpine Toyota, Martech Engineering, and in part by...
So as you might be able to tell, it's a bit rainy today, and the Tacoma, well, it isn't inside my shop. I've been working on it outside because, well, it's just more room, it's easier to film, it's just easier in general to work on it out here than in my tight little shop. And looking at the weather forecast, it does look like we have some rain coming up over the next couple of days, so I might just have to move it into the shop today. But for now, I got a call from Mike, the parts manager at Alpine Toyota, and my new wheels have arrived, so let's go pick those up. Oh, I think I can already see them. All right, let's take a peek. Heck yeah, I think these guys will work pretty good, and I don't think they look half bad either. And in theory, the offset should be about right for the Tacoma. So the wheels are home, but we just ran into our first roadblock, which I kind of saw coming. The rear axle in this thing is actually from an Excursion, and the front is from an F350. So they're not actually a matching pair, but this same 10.5 Sterling axle is what would have been used in an F350 as well. But the only problem is that on the rear is fine thread. On the front is coarse thread lug nuts. And my plan when I ordered the wheels was just to go get new studs that were the right thread. Unfortunately, I just learned those are $16 a piece, and I need 16 of them. So that's nearly like $300 just for the studs. And we're not going to do that. I'm going to go shop around and see if I could just get coarse thread lug nuts even cheaper. I can't use these lug nuts because they're the stock flange style, not the cone style that is required for the new rims. So I stopped by Capital Tire here in Cranbrook and asked them about lug nuts for this thing, and they had some that'll work for me. Turns out they recognized me and watched the channel, and they said that they can get these tires moved over for me onto the new rims today. So let's get this Tacoma in the air and get those tires off of it. So I've learned a couple of things here. One, I need taller jack stands because I have to use wood underneath it to support it, which is why I've got the jack underneath it still, because I don't trust this. Nothing's gonna happen if it tips, but like, I don't trust this. And because I don't trust this, I'm gonna do 2 at a time. I don't want to put all 4 corners in the air. So I'll take these to the tire shop, see if they're willing to work with me, and like, swap them over 2 at a time and go from there. Well, I'm back with 2 of the tires on rims and the Tacoma is still standing. Let's throw them on. This time around, I am going to throw the calipers on so that we know 100% whether it clears or not, because those are going to space it out just that little bit more. Take the old wheel spacers off, throw this guy on. Apparently I missed one of the old spacers. Let's try this again. Oh! That is clearance. Just. But that is clearance. Alright, we got the rear 2 tires mounted. Let's throw them on the truck. But first, I want to say a huge thank you to Capital Tire Cranbrook. You guys are awesome. They got these guys mounted up for me quick. Man, this weather is awesome. This rain is not letting up. But hey, look how good that looks. That is 100 times better than those steelies that I had on there before. I mean, there is some tire poke, but not a crazy amount. Enough that I can cover relatively easy. And the front should really be covered by the fiberglass anyways, I think. Well, I really don't know what else I can do today that I have parts for. So we got that aux beam panel installed yesterday. There's a couple things like I could install the tailgate. I could mount my compressor for my lockers, and I could even wire that into the aux beam panel, I think. But then I don't know if I've got content to put out a video for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, at this point it's kind of a balancing act of deciding where to stop so that I have content for the next day based off of what parts I currently have available to me. I got good news, like I talked to FOA and the coilover should be shipped. As I said yesterday, I think the gear should be here like any day now. And I had a thought. Remember how I said I want to cut the overload springs? This truck kind of right down to the front. So I think maybe a complete, just get rid of the overload. It doesn't need it. It's got the anti-wrap to help with, axle wrap. But once again, I don't know that 100% until I get the coilovers in, how level is going to be up front. On a different, more exciting note, we're on day 10. That means we're officially 1/3 into the buildup of this truck. And honestly, things are looking good if we get all the parts. I don't see any reason why I can't get this thing running, driving, and wheeling by the end of the month if we get all the parts. Also, I did talk to McNeil Fiberglass on the phone today, and apparently they actually got my kit shipped out last Friday. So in theory, everything that we're gonna need to build this truck is gonna be here this month. I have a feeling that the first 10 days of this series was like, go, go, go. The middle is going to be kind of slow while we wait for parts to come in. Hopefully some stuff does come in, but the last third, I bet you, is going to be crazy. We're probably going to get all the parts in the last week, and we'll be in a mad rush to get this thing together and probably painted that week too. Because I want this thing to go from absolute stock to like completely built, ready to wheel within this 30 days. And I still think it's possible. But hey guys, I'm gonna sign off for the day. Hope you guys are as stoked on those new wheels as I am. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And hey, if you can do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe because we're uploading daily videos building this Tacoma until it's done. See you tomorrow.